You know, when was the last time that you turned on the news and you saw a story about how there were no massive fires in your town that day? Or how there weren't any horrific car accidents or rapes or murders, or how that nobody was killed in Iraq today? I'm going to go out on a limb and assume never really happened. The question is why? Well, there's a couple of reasons for it. One, it's not the media's job to show you the average, everyday things that happen in life. They need to show you the extraordinary, to document what life is like out on the fringes. It may really be ironic, but the mainstream media usually covers everything except mainstream America. Their coverage of politics isn't any different. The stories about the abortion clinic bombings and environmentalists that chain themselves to the redwood trees, they may get ratings. But the truth is, those stories, those people exist at the fringes. They don't represent America any more than Hollywood represents California, which I may have to get back to you on that one. The boring reality, the story you'll never see on the news, is that we are much more alike than we are different. Let me show you something. This is how I believe the media actually looks at us. There's the Democrats and the Republicans, and there's nothing at all in between. Then I don't have my dry erase. Anyway, I use my fingers. Then what you have in reality is this. You have the Democrats and the Republicans here. That's about 15% and 15%. And I mean, I'm talking about the people who are like, I don't care about anything. I just want my guy to win. With the people who have sold out their values and just care about the power of the party. We are here. This is you. This is the rest of us. There are 70% of us. Let me give you a couple of examples. You know that 89% of us believe in God? 89% want the phrase "under God" to stay in the pledge. But one of the stories the media covered today is the atheist group that's asking Obama not to use the word God in the swearing-in ceremony. Here we are, and I did it, giving the fringes attention. Why? Those are the common bonds based on principles. We believe in God, things that we agree on, but those things, they don't fit into that nice little two-box shot on television, you know, people yelling at each other, so the media ignores them. It's not going to happen here. I think that common sense is too big to fail. And with your help, I'm hoping to bail it out. But I will tell you, I'm not going to do it by promising to fight for you. Because I'm not, to be honest with you. I'm not a crusader. I'm just a dad. I'm struggling to make sure that my kids get a chance to live in the same America that I did. An America that holds principles above parties and common sense above poll numbers. And most of all, the Constitution above everything else. Right now, you probably feel a little small and powerless. But that is the biggest cover-up in history, and for once, the media is not exploiting it. You aren't alone. We're not alone. We're not helpless. And we certainly aren't powerless. Because the truth is, we surround the nut jobs on the fringe. It's not the other way around. And Washington answers to us. And at least on this program, they will answer to you. Someone who I think understands this concept better than most is the governor from Alaska, Sarah Palin. I first started reading about her last spring when she gave birth to her son, Trig. I'm the dad of a special needs child. And we had something in common. And I called her up because I just was moved by the way she reacted to the birth of her child. She was real. I, for once, didn't feel so alone. I didn't feel surrounded by others, and neither did she. Her approval rating as governor at the time was about 90%. This is before the media circus, before all the political bullcrap. Sarah Palin was just a mom of 5 doing a job that needed to be done. She was my kind of leader. Governor Sarah Palin is joining us now from Alaska. Hi, Governor. First, congratulations on being a grandma. And you are one hot grandma. I'm just saying.
Why, thank you. Glenn, thank you so much for letting me be here. I just am hoping nothing but the best for you and this show, and I congratulate you. I think good things are in store for you and for America via your voice, just helping to educate Americans about the policies, about the problems, the challenges, the opportunities that America has right now. And I thank you for taking on this challenge.
I will tell you this. The reason why I wanted to have you on today, and somebody asked me this morning, they said, Glenn, why do you want to have Sarah Palin piling on. Gee, haven't we heard enough from her? No, here's the thing that we need to hear. Is Barack Obama your president tomorrow?
Absolutely. He is. We are all Americans, and united we stand. I am proud of our country. I am proud to be able to acknowledge finally that color will never be a barrier. Henceforth, it should never be. Gender should not be a barrier for promotion, for elections, for anything else. Barack Obama represents that. So I am proud of where our country is today, and I look forward to the optimism and to the promise that I have faith in that his administration will help to usher in. What I especially appreciate about Barack Obama, even hearing him this morning in a speech, he talked about bringing everyone in a united effort to progressing our nation. Everyone, regardless of whether you have a title behind your name or you went to some kind of elite school, whether you have any money or not, those who want to serve this country, want to serve our communities, want to put our families first as top priority. He wants to bring everybody in together to progress our nation in that direction. And I'm very optimistic about what it is that he's going to be able to provide our nation. At the same time, certainly don't want to put all the pressure on one individual's shoulders, not on Michelle's shoulders, not on those beautiful, strong daughters of his. We want to assist, to help to progress the nation through his administration.
You know, I thought about this today, that I will support Barack Obama as president. I'm not going to be the people that were just hated George W. Bush. I don't hate Barack Obama. I happen to disagree with his policies, as stated before, but let's see what he does. I have to support him I think it's an American responsibility. Support him in every way that you can and stand up against those policies when you must.
Absolutely. And already, you know, I've spoken out against some of the policies that I've heard him speak on in regards, for instance, to energy development in our nation. I know that Alaska has the energy resources that need to be tapped into and flowed into hungry markets across the U.S. so that we're not reliant on foreign sources of energy. And it's a policy that I feel strong about. I don't believe that Barack Obama and I don't believe that we agree necessarily on that policy. I will speak out against those things that I disagree with him on, but at the same time, he does have, I believe, a strong desire, a sincere desire to bring this country together under an umbrella of optimism and hope, and I look forward to working with him on that.
Okay, are you concerned?
Why wouldn't you? And this is the opportunity.
Are you concerned at all about the seeming global effort to discredit capitalism?
Yeah, I'm scared to death of that. Yes, because our nation, our economic system is based on the principles of capitalism. And let me give you just a quick example here of the wisdom of a child. My daughter, Willow, she was listening to the news the other day, and they were talking about a promise that had been made on the campaign trail that there would be a 95% tax cut for 95% of Americans. And my daughter, Willow, says, 95% of Americans, right on. But what about the other 5%? And I said, well, see, that other 5%, they're the ones who have money. They're the ones who create jobs and create wealth, and they own businesses. And she says, why would they be punished for their success? And I thought, the wisdom of a child, that is common sense. No, there needs to be tax cuts in this country. There needs to be incentives for more economic growth, not looking for government to be the bailout system, to be the bailout venue, but allowing our private sector to grow and progress, our families, our businesses to keep more of what they earn so that they can reprioritize the dollars that they're earning, that they're producing for their priorities so that we can get the economy rolling.
Governor, I know you've agreed to stand by for after the break, and I'm going to unleash the public. I think Meet the Press is the most arrogant thing ever. I mean, just the name, Meet the Press. Who cares about the press? I think our politicians should be afraid of the people. So, meet the people. I asked for real questions from real Americans. We're going to share some of those and get your answers coming up.